We gotta start doing stuff because I gotta be done by 2.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, dude, I gotta get ready to teach. I just told you that.
I didn't know you were teaching at 2.
No, I gotta start getting my classes wrapped up. Right, because man, it is a busy day.
All right. We should be rolling. Welcome back to episode 4, the Joe Show podcast.
Reached 4. Oh my god!
Whatever we're on. I
don't even know.
I got the man himself, Average Joe, here on the line. He's calling remotely.
Yeah,
So,
I'm chilling in bed.
He's he can't get out of bed. He's bedridden right now. So until he gets his McDonald's, then he'll have some energy to move his legs. But his legs are completely numb right now.
Dude, I'm impressed we reached 4 episodes. Like, this is...
Well, we did 5.
I feel like we should have, like, a toast.
I don't know, man. We started this in February, and we're, like, 4 episodes in. What is that, an episode a month?
yeah, we're going there, though.
I mean,
we're stepping it up, though.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, last time we did one, like, what, 2 weeks ago, maybe?
No, last week, I'm pretty sure. And then we did one the week before.
Wow. So we just did 1 episode, and we waited, like, 4 months to do the next.
Well, you know, COVID.
So we do record these at a different date, and we do have a few backlogged, and right now they're not even released yet, so you guys might hear some old information. Like, by the time we release this, the PS6 might be coming out, you know? So it's going to be, like, really, really backlogged. But actually, I don't know, I do have a plan to start getting some of these podcasts out, at least to YouTube. And you guys can hear them. I don't know about Spotify and all that. I don't know how to do that yet. So we're just starting on YouTube for now.
Just upload it to, like, one of those adult websites. You know, any of those hubs.
Oh, yeah, porno. Yeah. Let's do that since you're laying in bed. Maybe if you want to start using your video cam right now.
Yeah, the prom.
And we'll get you eating McDonald's. In bed, nude.
In bed.
But this is a kids podcast, so
it's true.
Yeah. So let's get rolling, man. So yeah, we got Joe here with us, remote, answering your guys' hardest questions. And,
all the hard questions.
Yeah. So last time I think we talked about a little bit about the PS5 and Xbox Series X, I believe. So since then, they have released new images of the PS5, and people are freaking out lately. Have you seen all the memes?
Yo, dude, like the ones where the Xbox memes were, you know, okay, but there wasn't much style out of it, right? Because all you can really do is like a trash can and a refrigerator. But the PlayStation 5 memes are golden. They're doing like characters, they're doing routers. Like, this stuff is hilarious.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've just seen the memes. Have they done anything else? Like, I've seen people like. So I saw one meme where it was like they put the. Oh my gosh, what did they do? Oh yeah, they put the PS5 as like the Tower of Sordon in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then one guy put like 2 envelopes up next to his Netgear router. It's like the PS5. And then what was the other one?
So awesome.
Oh yeah, and then someone put a PS3 or a PS2 in a binder. And they're like, it's the PS5. Dude, it's like that. I don't know that. Do you like that design? I mean, I think it looks better than the other concepts. But
I really, really like it, to be honest.
Oh, seriously?
I really like how it looks. I think it's a really cool adaptation of modern meets, like, you know, futuristic. Like, if I was to think of a future console, like the whole point of like video games when I was a kid is that it's supposed to be this cool, like, futuristic, out of this world kind of tech feel, and I really like what they did with this PlayStation. I think it's I mean, gamers are gamers, and some people like and some people won't. I do not like the PlayStation 4 look at all. I think it's boring. I think it's plain.
And
I
it's
think what they
loud.
did with the PlayStation, yeah, oh yeah, well man, turn
Super
on Grand
loud.
Theft Auto 5. That thing's about to take off. But I really like what they've done with the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5. I think it's a sleek look. I love how it looks. It looks great sideways. It looks great standing up. I think it's awesome.
Really?
And yeah, I really do. I actually really like it a lot.
Yeah, they do have one with the disc and one without the disc too, disc drive. So it kind of sticks out a little bit. I don't know, man. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like, what's with them? I mean, I do agree. I guess the PS4 looks kind of lame, but I mean, they're all, what are they? Like, they're all like tiny PCs, you know? So
Yeah.
I kind of think Xbox did, you know, I mean, it looks like a small compact PC, or I guess it's not small, it just looks small, but it looks kind of like a compact PC. But then again,
Yeah.
that is kind of boring, you know, for an Xbox. It's all black, and then it's just got
Yeah.
the vent on the top. It looks like a little
Yeah.
can.
Well, it's kind of like the way that a lot of architecture is with houses nowadays, with like how their entertainment systems fit and everything too. Because even though the Xbox is starting to become a little bit more like a PC, even though technically a console has always been like a PC. I just all it does is play games. That's the difference. But
Oh, right, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
the OG
biggest thing is like,
Xbox, that thing was just
oh yeah, dude.
massive. Just a massive box.
Dude, that's how big this one is as big as that OG one. Like, it's not
Oh,
that.
yeah, they're
We've
huge.
had big consoles before, man, like massive consoles before.
Yeah,
But I think it fits the aesthetic of a lot of people's modern houses with a modern entertainment systems. There's a lot of like straight edges and things like that too. And that's why I like the PlayStation 5. I think it looks different, and I like how it looks. I really like the one that they have where it's like black and red, I think.
oh,
I
and
think it's like the Spider-Man one. It looks super cool.
it looks like PS3, they just put a cape over it or something. I mean, I don't know, like, I just hate that white, like, frosting or whatever that goes around it. It's just like, I mean,
A white coat.
yeah, like, it's like, oh yeah, and someone also did like a double stuffed Oreo. It looks like that, like the Oreo fillings on the outside. And then,
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it's just like, oh guys, we gotta make it a little bit different here. Let's just add this, like, I think someone said, oh, what are those guys? The like little trolls that make the fudge sticks. I can't even remember.
Oh, you mean
Like
the
the
Keebler elves?
Yeah, Keebler. They're like, yeah, is this like a Keebler elf creation? Like they're making it in their factory, dipping it in the
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
fudge. Looks like
If
a tasty
you-
treat, dude.
If you took the PlayStation 5 console and like threw it in space, it would look like some kind of ship that the Empire
Yeah.
uses.
Yeah, the music behind it coming in slow. Dun, 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 dun.
I know
Oh,
exactly. Like it looks, but I did again, dude. I don't know why,
You just
but I
like it.
really like it. Yeah,
Dude, that's what
I
they
think
should
it's
do.
pretty
They just make a
freaking
ship. Just looks like a ship that could fly. Because it does make the
Right.
sounds, and then when it starts to heat up, the engines in the back just start lighting up.
cool. Yeah, dude, like a freaking jet engine.
It's like, oh, here it goes. Yeah. Right,
Oh!
kids? About to take off.
Get ready!
Yeah.
They scream about the fly.
The kid's sitting right next to the TV. His hair is blowing. His face is like all the wings going in his face and his eyes. Yeah! The next gen console!
As everybody gets hotter and hotter,
Yeah.
his face starts melting off.
He starts sweating.
Oh my god, it's great.
Yeah,
It
this
just-
is the next gen experience. You can feel the games.
You can feel it!
Son, I think the console's just way too hot. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, aside from the looks, I mean, I don't know. I think it looks pretty weird. But yeah, aside from the looks, they should be pretty powerful. I think they're both pretty comparative, but I've seen some articles where the Xbox is just slightly, like the GPUs is slightly better. They both have the 8 cores. They only have like 16
Yeah.
gigs of RAM, which I'm pretty surprised about.
But I think it's DDR6 though, if I'm not mistaken. Like
It is,
it's
yes,
only
the
16
newest.
gigs of RAM, but it's like high-end RAMs. But the question is how long is that 16 gigs of DDR6? Like it's good enough at the start, you know. My question is
Yeah.
3-4 years down the road, you know, what's the console looking like? Like for me, I
Hmm.
would have wanted these consoles 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, when the Xbox One X came out or whatever,
Hmm.
like in all honesty, like should have been what these consoles are now. I think, you know, but I think like it's funny because I think the important thing out of consoles and why consoles will always be around, and no matter what PC people always say about it, the thing about consoles, man, is the simplicity out of purchasing a product, taking it home, and knowing it can run your game is very important. Um,
Right.
you know, games are optimized for this. They're never necessarily optimized for PC, right? They just put it out, and you have to optimize your PC for the game, where it's the other way around. And you know, games run really well on console. They run very, very well. You
Oh
don't
yeah.
have like yeah, I mean, you don't have like 240 frames per second, but I think
Right.
people just forget, especially people forget how important it is that your game just runs very well is
Oh
the most
yeah.
important thing.
You're like, oh, what's going on with this? Oh, what's going? I know my friend has a VR, and he's like, oh, what the like? He'd be playing VR, and we're fine. And then I'd go back and I'd play like, Forza or something on his PC, and it'd be
Yeah.
like something would be messed up with the graphics card. You have to go into like the settings, like, oh, is there a driver messed up? Is there this? Where does the sound come from? Like, it's all just like what? But yeah, you're right. You just turn on the console, and you're like, hey, you're like right in the game, But I don't know. I do like the older um, consoles, a lot. But I guess, things are moving so fast that they do need to change, especially like how big the games are getting these days, you know. And
Right. I think what I would love to see for the future is that even though I'm physically going to purchase the game, right? Like I'd like to physically buy it.
oh, you're not?
No, no, but if I do, what I would love to see is that if I physically plan on buying the game, if I could still do a pre-download of it.
What do you mean?
Like I can pre-download the game digitally, right? So like, because they always have
Like
it
a
to where
demo?
like, you can download. Yeah, yeah. Because one of the reasons why I buy the game mostly digital now
Just so easy.
is you can pre-download them. And then when the game's out, it's out, right?
Hmm.
So why can't I pre-download the game without buying it and then go get a physical copy and then put it in my system and then starting her up? Because the problem is like as soon as I buy that physical copy, and I bring it home, I gotta wait like 45 minutes to an hour. Even with the faster whatever they do, it's still gonna be that long because of how big the games are. It's gonna take that long to download. Bro, I'm about to have a kid here soon. I don't have time to wait. Like, that's the
Oh, yeah.
problem for me.
You gotta upgrade your
Yeah,
internet,
and
man.
dude, it doesn't matter how fast your internet is though, because like you're tailored to how fast things download from the disk, right?
Right.
It's from the disk, so it's up to the
Yeah,
system,
it's so fast.
writing it in there. And so, yeah, so that's my biggest thing. And I know some people are like, well, why won't you just keep it digital? Well, some people like collecting the games. I really enjoy collecting games, and it died for me in the Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 era because I just didn't have the time to wait 45 minutes to an hour to download this game anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it takes forever. Yeah, and then updates, and it's like,
Mm, mm.
yeah. My friend has a PS4, and it's the first gen, and the only game that he can put on there because it's so big is Call of Duty, the new one. With all the updates and everything, it just takes up all the space. you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, and yeah, and then every time it's like, oh, gotta update, and then you have to wait for it. But the good thing about these new consoles is that I think, what is it? Xbox has like a 10 gigabyte per second, um, whatever it's called, chip in it or whatever. Like the rate that it can download, or that it can, the internet speed in it is like 10 gigs a second that it can handle. So it can handle a lot more if if your internet's fast enough.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty cool. That should help a lot, with your issue there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
are
the
they
only
getting rid
problem
of
comes down
discs
to
completely, or?
no. They'll have discs because people still want discs because people want to take things over, and so you won't go. I wouldn't be shocked though that this is the last generation. I wouldn't be shocked if, I mean, and they're already kind of leaning it that way. We saw with the PlayStation 4 or 5, where they have a well, I should say
Well,
the Xbox.
Yeah, the Xbox S, yes. You can get it without a disc, yeah. Disc drive. But it's only like 20, $30. Yeah, difference.
Yeah, well, we'll see though. If there's $100 difference with PlayStation, even though, like, let's say the PlayStation 5, because I don't think they released the price, but hypothetically, let's say PlayStation 5's 500, which it probably will be. And then the thing about it being 500 is they're already losing money on it. I don't think, whenever they sell a console, Xbox and PlayStation don't make money on the consoles.
Oh, no.
That's why controllers cost $60. That's why controllers cost $70. That's why the Elite controller costs $120. That's why all the specialty stuff, that's why all the accessories cost so much. It's because that's where they make their money on, right? And for controller, which really only costs like, I mean, not even half, but like a controller, but let's say a controller and, what's in it, simple parts, right? So it's a little board and we actually don't need anything special in them, right?
Yeah.
Simple tech that's been around forever. I guarantee you it doesn't cost that much, right? They could probably sell it 2 to 3 times as much on a controller. So they made $40 there, and you got to buy 3 of them to have 4 controllers per console, depending on house, right? So, you've made your money back on just one purchase anyways. So I wouldn't be shocked though if a discless console only saves them 25 to maybe even $50 off of the console, but they still sell it $100 for even more of a loss. But then they probably save so much more money on paying people to create or the machines to create physical copies, shipping out physical copies, all that extra stuff and everything too that they have to pay for. In the long run, digital is significantly cheaper for companies, for manufacturers, for everything. For distributors, and that's where really Xbox and PlayStation, Sony, Microsoft want everything to go, is the digital world, because the amount of money that they save is significant. So I bet you that they want to make that discless model at least $100 cheaper, because someone be like, well, I don't plan on buying, I'll buy everything digital for $100 less. People will be more, they'll be inclined to visit the sales store. They don't have to go out. So now Sony doesn't have to pay companies like Target. They don't have to pay GameStop. They don't have to pay Walmart and everything else too. Literally, it's coming from the gifted horse's mouth, from Sony and Microsoft themselves, their digital store, and they're making even more money off of that software, off of the games that are sold there, because it's significantly less. So I guarantee if Sony, and I don't know if Microsoft's planning on doing it, but if Sony was real, if Sony's smart, they would make that at least $100 cheaper. Even though I doubt it would save them any money at all.
Yeah,
for manufacturing.
Yeah, and then you got to have like Xbox Live, stuff like that. And I know that makes Xbox a lot of money, like $60 a year. So just to keep up with that service, and then they're having their Xbox Game Pass, which you can. I think that's another thing that they're moving towards too. Is like, hey, pay monthly and then you could play all these games instead of, buying them. I know a lot of my friends, they do that. They do they have the Xbox Game Pass, they have the EA Access, they have all the subscriptions, so, if there's a game that they want to play, they can just go in and play it, with their subscriptions instead of buying the games.
Yeah.
So they're moving towards that too, but I don't know. I think it's kind of risky right now. Like you said, like they're still making discs to get a discless console, just in case that one time, you find like a used game or your friend or whatever, you can just, pop in the disc, and then also you can, Blu-rays and all that, you can still play too, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be a weird transition. But there are people, I guess, that are just, but once you make that jump, you're on there for good, So there's no going back. You can't like buy an external disk drive, USB disk drive, and plug it in. You think they're still going to allow the external hard drives to be plugged into these?
I don't see why not. You do your own proprietary and you make money off of it. Microsoft's doing it to where you can pull the hard drives in and out, right? You can get bigger SSD drives.
Oh, you can now? Like the 360?
Yeah, so... Yeah. The old pop at the top.
Dude, it's 20 gigs. It's like this huge.
Dang, 20 gigs. Bro, did you hear? Kyle up the street got a 50 gig one. Dang, he must be
you
loaded.
Can get 50 gigs? Yeah, it's only $700. What? And you're like, oh, I'm going over to Kyle's house, dude. Pop, and you pop the hard drive out. It's like, yeah, just popping the brain out of your 360.
Yeah, man.
And then your brother calls you, why can't I play the 360? Oh, I got the hard drive.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. I remember doing that all the time.
Oh, just pop the hard drive out when your brother's playing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because he would mess with my stuff, so pop it off. He's like, I can't play or what. Oh, it was so funny.
My dad would just
I remember
that 360 out of the wall. Just take it with him. It doesn't care. I don't care. See ya. Just
my dad
walk down the stairs.
My dad would take the power plug out of the Xbox brick, but he didn't realize that the power plug they pulled out was the same power plug that his monitor in his office would use.
Oh, shit.
So my brother would pull the plug from my dad's monitor and plug it in and use it to play. And it was so funny. He never got caught. Huh? He never got caught. He never got caught.
Wow.
He never got caught because
I took the power away from his...
And so he would purposely be like, if he ever got in trouble, my dad would he knew my dad was going to threaten him with his 360. He'd be like, don't take the power cord, Dad. To purposely have my dad specifically take the power cord,
That's the
not the
only
brick.
thing we can use.
Yeah, not the whole brick.
My dad would just take the whole thing, dude. The internet cord was attached to it. I had that wired in. The power brick, the AV thing, just everything. Dang. I'd have to patch up the wall and everything because the cords would just rip the drywall. Like, what the heck?
Dude.
But yeah, you take that Wii, dude. That Wii would just still keep running. My dad would be like, what the heck? It's still running in his arms 20 feet away. How's this thing still going? I don't know, man. It's magic. It's a Wii. But
I remember though, but what's cool about the removable hard drive is I remember going over to friends' houses and bringing my games, and I knew you had a 360. But we would play whatever, and I would just bring my hard drive and slap that hard drive in, and our save stuff will be there. So same thing, we still play remotely, but every now and then, if you go to a friend's house and you want to play a co-op game, you can just pull your SSD drive out because your game's downloaded on it, slap it into the back of your buddy's Xbox, and you don't have to download the game. It's ready to go, and you can just pop it in and play it. That's huge. It's simple. Yeah. It's something simple. I think it's funny that Microsoft is doing stuff like that and kind of paying attention to what small details actually matter. And I'm kind of curious to see how this generation of consoles go, because there are two reasons why the PlayStation 4, actually three reasons why PlayStation 4 became, you know, the console to have this last generation. One, it was cheaper because Xbox One, you had to have the Kinect version, remember? You had to get the Kinect.
Oh yeah, I specifically waited on that. I was like, I'm not buying that stupid camera.
So it was 500
look,
versus
guys.
400.
You can like see people in like X-ray vision. Why the heck? I want to play games. Why the heck do I need this? And then they're like, oh, also you can connect your cable box and have all that cable right there. Cable? What?
Right.
I'm a gamer. What
Xbox, turn the TV on for me. My controller can do it, but so it did that. And so it was
Oh,
100
that was
bucks cheaper.
hilarious. When you would like do that to your friends. Xbox,
Oh,
turn off. Or whatever. I forgot about all that stuff, dude.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I remember doing that all the time.
And then
Xbox
the kids.
pause. I remember.
Yeah, Xbox pause. Xbox. I remember like being in party chat, and my friends would have their Kinect, and they would have like the sound coming out of their Kinect, and then just use or their sound coming out of their TV and use the Kinect as the mic.
Yeah.
And so they're watching Netflix, and you're like, Xbox pause. Xbox do this. Xbox.
Yeah.
Like they're like, shut up. It's like, dude.
My favorite though is when you can get the Xbox. You'd be like, Xbox turn off, and then Xbox would pop up. Are you sure you want to turn off? And yes. So he tell you. So you'd be like, hey, Xbox turn off, and then it would pop up. My friend would be like, oh, and you'd be like, yes, and they would shut up. And they wouldn't leave the party.
Oh, yeah, you just hear, oh no. like Xbox turn off, you just hear him, oh no. God. Just gone forever.
God.
You're like doing the Destiny raid. Oh, guys, we almost beat the Xbox turn off. No.
So funny. So freaking funny.
So the Kinect is so stupid. What if they're like, okay, guys, we're coming out with the Kinect, and then the PlayStation Eye or whatever that was.
Oh, when you're
Gosh,
talking
that
about
was dumb, dude.
PlayStation 3. Yeah, dude. So
dumb.
So motion stuff that people don't care for is what costs the Xbox. They focused on it too much. To the just the motion cap, right? So the Kinect using motion stuff and everything too.
Oh,
It was a fad that the Wii started, and then Microsoft tried to do, and PlayStation tried it for like a little bit, and they're like, F it, we're out of here. And then Microsoft's like, we're going to keep going. And now you're forced to use it, and kind of a thing. But that died out pretty quick. But then, so that's what helped kill it. Number two, what helped kill the Xbox, help PlayStation win, was
you think PlayStation 1?
Call of Duty. Oh yeah. Oh, easy, hands down. Call of Duty.
Xbox made a good comeback though.
They made a huge comeback, but not enough.
Right. Still, the PS2 is still the most sold console though.
It still is.
Kids in Brazil playing the FIFA 10 on it or whatever.
Dude, but they were rocking for them. They were mad. No, dude, FIFA was killing it for a while for them. They were still there for I think up to like 13, 14 maybe. Like, dude, FIFA was there for a minute.
Yeah.
And before you know it, they when they were like trying to cancel it, they were getting all upset about it because they're like, we want more FIFA, and they're like, dude, we can't keep making it for you guys.
We got one guy on the PS2. He's about to quit because we're already on the PS4. One guy's like, please don't make me convert any more FIFA games. It's like all that time at Harvard getting my programming degree for this FIFA game. But yeah, that's crazy. That apparently, so EA, I guess this is a good transition. So EA came out with their next gen teaser trailer or whatever it was. I don't know. It was just like a few clips like, oh, look how good this can possibly look, you know? You still there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no worries. I just didn't see the audio moving for you.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, no, still here. So...
They're like, look, the sweat drips from the guy's face.
That's real. I want to lick it.
Yeah, it's like how many like sweat dripping videos do you make every time like a new console comes out, a new graphics card comes out? It's like, look at the sweat It's like, am I just like looking at sweat when I'm playing video games? Like, man, I hate this game, but the sweat, dude, it's on point. I can actually feel it. Like I'm sweating myself. It's like, yeah, you are, because the console's heating up so fast. You sweat yourself. Oh yeah, shoot, yeah. But it's like, okay, like show me something besides. They're like, and then they showed a Battlefield one. I wish I could like play this on the play like a clip on the podcast, but it's like they showed the Battlefield one. They're like, new Battlefield. It looks like they're gonna have more players, but I don't know. They showed like a big open area or whatever, like a big open desert scene with all these soldiers coming together and like fighting, but they're all in like gray, like unmodeled, or unrendered, I guess, unrendered, whatever you call it, but they're all like unrendered models. And then they go and they're like, look how good the next gen's gonna look, and they like do that like pan over screen. They're like, unrendered, rendered. It's like, oh wow, you're gonna give us a Battlefield game with unrendered guys? Where's that? You know?
It's now ray tracing.
Yeah,
It's ray tracing.
ray tracing. Before ray tracing, he just looked like clay. But now, like what? They've never looked like clay. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know. But yeah, supposedly they're coming out with a new engine or whatever that they're using for all their FIFA games and sports games. But what would be cool with like the new Battlefield is if they could add more players, right? Like they have 32v32 now, right?
Oh yeah.
Dude, just imagine if they could do at least 64v64 with these new consoles.
That'd be
like
so cool.
just up the experience, because I mean I'm just getting so sick of Battlefield. Like I love the game, the engine, and all the physics and whatnot, but it's like, man, to have like a huge battle, like a massive war going on with over 100, maybe even 200 players, that'd be so cool. But what they're gonna do, is they're gonna be like, oh, we gotta work on Firestorm or whatever. They're gonna somehow work on the Battle Royale, because that's the thing these days.
I think that Battle Royale really costs their popularity with Battlefield 5 and really showed that there's no longevity out of it with their games. I think it really, Battlefield 5, unfortunately, was the necessary, what's like proverbial, like just like the the glass ceiling that they couldn't break through. The thing about Battlefield 5 is that it was a necessary bad game. Unfortunate we had to suffer, but more importantly, so did DICE, and I think it really shows the importance of tailoring to your audience and not necessarily to your gamers, and not what you think just because this is cool, does it fit into my game? And their Battlefield Battle Royale really cost them, because they weren't focusing on the content that actually made Battlefield, right? The new maps, new guns, new this, new that. They put all this time and effort. They put all this time and effort into a Battle Royale that still came out late anyways. And still took time and money and really cost them the game. Right. Really, really cost them the game. And so, and I think that's why they're doing the remake of Battlefield 3, probably arguably their last, because it was their last best Battlefield. Battlefield 4 launch. Yeah. Because Battlefield 4 launched horribly. It was horrible, dude. PC, console, doesn't matter. Horrible. Awful. Okay, player base wise, dead. Almost DOA. Like the only reason why they had a lot of player base was because of consoles, and there wasn't a lot of games out yet for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. But dude, like once other games started coming out, people dropped them hard. And then they kept going down. And then Battlefield 1 came back, right? But it wasn't, you're talking like, I think their most sold game ever was Battlefield 3. It was the first Battlefield, like not including Bad Company, because Bad Company was cool, but
I really think Bad Company too.
Wasn't Bad Company like console exclusive anyways? So Battlefield was like the Battlefield, the Battlefield that came on a console.
Yeah, aside from that
so
crap that Desert Warfare, whatever that was, on the
yeah,
Xbox, the original Xbox,
yeah, exactly,
that was just
exactly. So,
junk, dude.
oh, dude, it was awful. But so Battlefield 3 was the Battlefield that came out for all platforms. Placed, your console, you had the PC game and everything. So they sold more Battlefield 3s than any other game, than any other Battlefield. So that's why they're remaking Battlefield 3, because that was their last top of the line, highly rated, most popular Battlefield ever played. And so they're bringing that back because they have to, since they're not going to do anything with Battlefield 5. And then they're trying to get people to come back to Battlefield. And that's probably why they launched it on Steam, because they didn't sell as much as they thought they were going to on Origins. They need to get people coming back and playing their game and getting excited, so that way they make more money when they come out with Battlefield, whatever the next one is going to be. Yeah, whatever it's going to be next year.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, they're just making these too fast. I mean, like, didn't Battlefield 5 just seem rushed? Same with 4 a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I like 4, though. Like, I mean, I was just playing it the other day. I mean, it's still pretty fun. Like, it still has that Battlefield feel in it. I mean, I think 5 is fun, too, but it's just like, it just feels laggy to me, It just feels like I like the mechanics, how much smoother it is, but it just feels a little different, than the Battlefield style. And I think Battlefield 1 is real good too. I really like 1. It's just so much you can do with World War One.
Yeah.
And I also like the Firestorm. Like, I think it's fun. Aside from all the glitches and stuff like that. I mean, I think if you get a good squad, it can be kind of fun, to go around. But yeah, it is nothing compared to, PUBG, Apex, Warzone. It's nothing compared to that. But, it's still fun. But yeah, it's just, man, it's like, I was hoping for so much more in Battlefield 5, And now they just cut all the development and all that. And they're like, oh, well, the pandemic, it's just too hard to, it's like, whatever. But I was expecting a lot more from that. Sadly, it's done. Have you played the new maps that came out?
For Battlefield, yes.
Are they any good, or is just whatever?
They're all right. I just wanted D-Day. I just want D-Day.
I do
like,
too.
The most,
yeah, like
the most iconic World War II map of all time.
Right. And they're like, oh, we came with the Pacific. It's like, yeah, I'm so tired of playing the Pacific.
Yeah, and then we're like, all right, hopefully they'll do, more of this. We're like, more Pacific. Like,
oh yeah, they added more.
Yeah, but the recent maps were some new European theater, but that's it, man. And that's the problem, is there's not going to be any more, and it stinks, man. I would love to have D-Day. I'd love to have Bastogne.
Stalingrad. I would love to have maybe some Russian stuff.
Yeah, dude. How do you not? How on your? And that's the problem.
Yeah, how do you do World War II without the major?
It's because it was rushed. That's why. That's why there's only German and British at the start. And everyone's like, this is dumb.
Yeah, we're like, what?
Because they weren't ready. Okay. Really, all of the content we have now really should have all been there at the start, or at least been released within that first full year. New maps, rapid new maps, because how do you? I just don't understand how you don't have the most iconic World War II maps in a World War II game ever. It's so lame. It's a bummer, and I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's all British, and and then they have the Pacific, which is kind of cool. That was kind of cool to play a little bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's just so much less than what it could have been.
Yeah.
And now we're just stuck waiting for another one. But I don't know, maybe the 3 remake will be pretty cool. Because I do like 4. I can't really remember. I'm sure I played 3, but I can't really remember it too much.
Yeah.
But
3 was great. 3 was 3 was
Really?
a blast. I actually really liked 3 a lot. Really liked 3 a lot.
I just hope that it just felt like when we went from Bad Company to 3 or 4 or whatever, that the destruction and all that kind of went away. And then, I think this was like, yeah, Battlefield 4. Remember they had those maps that would like change halfway through? Like you'd have the tower
Yeah.
and it'd be like, then it would just destroy. I remember, I remember first playing that. I think it was on like 360 or whatever. It could not handle that tower being blown up, and it would just get so laggy. It'd be like, oh crap, why is it lagging? Oh, someone's bringing down the tower, and the game would have to like somehow like the Xbox just couldn't handle that game change, and you'd have to like get through the lag just to finish the game.
Dude, it was so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. They come out with like these things, and it's just like, well, whatever, that didn't work, and they just like, I don't know, they give up on it or whatever. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I heard 6 they might go back to modern day. Everybody wants a 2142.
Nah, I don't want futuristic. I don't want it. I
Really?
don't want futuristic.
2142
No.
is cool.
No, I don't. I don't want it. I don't want it.
They're like Battlefield
want-
6, all Pacific War, everything's Pacific. Oh god, no. And
Battlefield
guess what?
6.
You can even be the
tunnels.
Americans. You can be the civilians that were on the island fighting for the what? I don't know.
This is weird.
Battlefield,
Like all of the
barbarian style. Fight against the other apes and
Oh my god.
yes.
Dude. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just want a modern day shooter. I don't want anything else.
Oh really?
I don't want a futuristic one. I didn't want World War II because we already had World War One, and I wanted a modern one. And so when Battlefield 5 announced it was World War II, I was like, oh no. No. I want a modern one because I know that they're going to do what they did. And I think more importantly too, like it shows like whatever new tech too that they're trying to do, the tree system and all that other stuff was really, really not what people want from Battlefield. The attachments were what matters and all this other stuff. So hopefully they'll do a good job with, it being a modern day. If they go futuristic, they're gonna get chewed alive, dude.
Why?
Because Call of Duty did futuristic and people were tired of futuristic stuff.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
the reason
because
why
they
they
did
did Battlefield.
terribly wrong, though, dude. They gave everyone exosuits to jump like 50 feet in the air. Like, what the heck is this game? Like, everybody's just jumping and like shooting their Uzis at each other. Like,
Yeah.
futuristic
I don't-
gangster style. Yeah, it was just too much. I mean, I'm talking like 2142, dude. That game was a lot of fun where you like go up into the ship and all that. I don't know. I guess what I really want is the next Halo. That would be really.
I was about to say next Halo or a better Battlefront because we have Battlefront. That's your
Ugh.
futuristic.
Don't remind me of that game.
Yeah, I know.
We're so sorry. We're gonna fix it and add all this other stuff. That was a mess up of game too, man. And they're like, "Oh, okay,
So-
we're gonna come out with Geonosis." It's like, yes, the best map on the OG Battlefront 2. They're gonna come out with it, and then they come out with it, and the walkers are all on a track, like, or not? They're not on a track, but they're just all like, it's just so messed up. Like, there's no freedom whatsoever. Because the OG Battlefront 2, you could just get in whatever vehicle you want. There were so many more vehicles, there's so many more characters, and you could just run around and capture the points. This is just like, okay, there's like 2 walkers that you gotta protect and get in and, charge to the enemy. It's like, dude, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing lately with these Battlefront, Battlefield games. It's just like,
Yeah,
over,
I don't know.
But maybe they are coming out with a Star Wars Squadron game, which is all aerial, dogfighting stuff, which was in the OG Battlefront 2. You could get in a plane and fly, or get in a X-wing and then fly around. It's, whatever. So I don't know. We'll see how this is, but this seems like it's like the what is it? What was it? Something Squadron for the Rogue Squadron for the N64.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron.
So yeah,
It was awesome.
Seems like a remake of that they're coming out with. I think they just came out with a trailer for. I don't know, but you hate Battlefront 2, don't you?
Well, because they ruined it, man. Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, was one of my all-time favorite games of all time, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The ship-to-ship battle in space in Battlefront 2 was one of the coolest things I ever played in my life. I loved it, and I would do it again. I would love a remake of Battlefront, man. It would be so badass.
Yeah, the OG Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I absolutely adored that one, man. It was one of my favorites of all time.
But yeah, and then I see you get in and you play it for like 5 minutes and you're done.
That's just like, because I just, there are moments where it's really cool for Battlefront 2. There are moments that are really cool, and then I'll play for a little bit, and then I'm like, man, this is kind of like, there's too many Jedis running around. Like Battlefront 2,
yeah, all the heroes stuff.
Dude, it's so annoying. Like,
well, then they lowered the price for the heroes.
Yeah.
But then now they restricted it, so you can only have a certain amount of. You can only have one of each, and then, so many on the field.
Well, and that's what was annoying, because when I would run around a corner as a stormtrooper or whatever, just lonely little rogue guy, and I turn a corner and there's Darth Sidious laughing in a corner. Darth Vader
thrown 50 feet away. What the heck?
Yeah, and then immediately getting killed by Darth Vader, and then I'll spawn again, and all of a sudden Boba Fett comes out of nowhere and rockets me in the freaking face. Yeah, I'm like, this is annoying.
Yeah. Well, I think also too, I don't remember playing online in the OG in Battlefront 2, you just have a ton of bots. It was just bots, and it was just so much fun when it was like, oh, hey, you want to be Luke Skywalker? And then you could just spawn in as Luke Skywalker and then just go ham. You'd have if you kept killing the bots, your life would get extended. So you just keep going, and then you could just destroy the walkers and whatever. So I think it is a little bit different these days, but yeah, it's no fun. Like, you get in and you just get thrown by force push or whatever, or some lightsaber comes out of nowhere and hits you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I have fun with it every once in a while to get in, but yeah, it's just you just see the heroes just running around mopping up. What's worse in that game is the heroes versus villains. And that game is so terrible, dude. It's just who can push who off the map first,
Oh, yeah.
It's like they have this one map where you're just on a tree, or you're in a tree and you're just running around the tree. And then you just push everybody off. Like, oh, it's Chewbacca, force push. I don't know, dude. EA games are a mess.
And I think that's a huge thing, is DICE used to be the one saving grace of EA, right? Remember when it was always this or that, but don't worry.
Or Medal of Honor.
Dude. Well, that was not EA. That was Midway, wasn't it? That was somebody else, because that was
that's EA, I'm pretty sure.
What? Oh,
yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
They need a remake
games.
of that. They came out with a beta for that latest one.
Oh my god! Remember when Medal of Honor tried to do a modern shooter? It was very rough.
Oh, they did.
Very,
oh
very
yeah,
rough.
Warfighter.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah, it came out 12 or whatever.
Dude, they're coming out with a new one.
The what?
They're coming out with a new one. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond 2020.
Oh, it is owned by EA. What?
Yep.
Wow.
Airborne, that was weird. The OG one was really good, I think. The Heroes or whatever. That was pretty fun. But what was really fun is was Call of Duty 2, the original Call of Duty 2. When everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, this game looks so good" when it came out on Xbox 360.
Yeah, and then like Bad Company 2. I swear, wasn't that the original Xbox? Call of Duty 2, I swear was original Xbox, but maybe it was 360.
No,
I
right when 360 came out. It's like,
Okay.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
these graphics. Dude, that game was great. They just have loadouts. You can't customize your weapon. You can't like jump or sprint. It's just super basic. And everything's just on point. The shooting and everything. So much fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Medal of Honor, dude, 2020. Get pumped. Go pre-order.
Well, I'm intrigued now.
They come out with the best battle royale ever. That'd
Dude,
be
I'm
great.
tired of Battle Royales, man, because like
Oh, really?
everybody's doing them. Like it's just because everybody's doing it, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the concept is cool and everything, but everybody's doing it. It's just kind of
Everybody.
boring. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
Call
don't
of
know, and then now
Duty.
people are crapping
Well,
on Apex, and Apex is losing players because of war. Everybody just plays Warzone, and then
yeah.
Apex was like the battle royale of the time.
Well, I thought Fortnite still beat it though. Wouldn't like Fortnite still made like a comeback after that?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Fortnite's still big, no matter what. It's just huge. I don't know how or why, but Fortnite's just massive. Nobody gives it up. I think it's just because Fortnite did it right. They put it on every single platform available, and then made it cross-play between all those platforms, so you can
And
play
free
the
to
game.
play.
And free to play. Yeah, and you made anybody could play it with anybody. Your profile is transferable to excuse me, to any console, any platform. That's smart, and I think Apex is trying to do that now because they're like, oh shoot, our player base is dwindling, so we're gonna make it. Warzone's like that, crossplay. You can play with PC, PS4, Xbox One people. But you don't like Warzone, do you?
No, I don't really like it. I think there's some major flaws in it. I don't think it's a very good battle royale. I like the other battle royale better. Blackout. I liked
Oh
Blackout
yeah,
better.
Blackout was fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Until they added the rockets, the jump packs, and I was like, all right, I'm out.
The jump packs.
Yeah.
What's that?
The jump packs like they had in Call of Duty, all the the booster suits and stuff. The jump packs, like you can literally jump and fly,
Oh really? What's with them and flying, dude? They just cannot
They just
get off
they
of that.
just
They're
love
like, we'll make a really good battle royale, but you can fly? Dude, stop with the flying. Fire that guy
Yeah.
that suggests, hey, let's fly. Like, dude, go develop a different game. This is Call of
It's
Duty.
just funny.
You don't need to fly, okay?
It's
Yeah, I don't know. I
hilarious.
just play Warzone because that's what all my friends play. Like every single friend, they're always on Warzone. It's like, all right, well, I guess I can just jump in with them and play. I don't really care.
Yeah, I do. What do? I play a lot of Battlefield again now. I'm liking that, but like there just isn't anything for me to play. Play a lot of World War Z, just random
Oh, yeah,
stuff
that's a
that try to have
pretty good
fun.
How's the new Gears of War? Have you played that?
Yeah, I play the campaign. I never played Gears for the multiplayer. I was never
Really?
very good at it. Yeah, I was never very good at it. I was too busy either playing Halo or Call of Duties. I didn't really care to get good at Gears. It was definitely a different feeling multiplayer, but the campaign is a blast. I enjoy the campaign.
Yeah. See, I was the opposite. Like, me and Nick and all those guys, all my friends, we would play Gears 2, like the crap out of Gears 2 and Gears 3, and then also like Battlefield. Those were our games for sure.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of Modern Warfare 2, but then after that we just stopped with the Call of Duties. We're like, this is ugh. And so the new one, Warzone, is, well, actually no, I played Blackout because Blackout was pretty cool, but that was kind of like the first time I got back into Call of Duty. And then even Halo, dude, I got burnt out of Halo. You know, I didn't really like Halo 4 or Halo 5. It was just too Call of Duty, you know. Halo 3 was great, man. So hopefully, you know, with this new Halo 6, hopefully they bring everybody back in. And then, yeah, and then I see a lot of people going back to Gears 4 to play online. You know, so I don't know why that's happening. I mean, I haven't really looked into that, but yeah, I had a friend who was just like, he was really good at all the Gears games. Like, he could play professionally. He was so good. And yeah, we'd play Gears 4 and he would just destroy everybody. And yeah, and he was playing Gears 5, but he went back to Gears 4, and it's just, you know, I'm still rocking on Gears 4. So I wonder why. I should ask him why he doesn't play 5 online. But I don't know. I loved like Gears 2 and 3 because it was so laggy that like I don't know if like the 360 couldn't handle, you know, the 360 couldn't handle the game or whatever. But it was so random and laggy at times that, you know, it just made the gameplay so much fun. And then now playing Gears 4, it's like so smooth, and it's just like, wow, actually the technology actually caught up to the Gears mechanics, you know. Now it's like so smooth, but it's great. It's fun sometimes, you know. Just the shotgun works so perfectly instead of like shooting a guy in the gut 3 times and it doesn't work. But I loved Horde mode. I think that was like one thing that really brought me in Gears is Horde. You know, being able to just like sit down in an area with your friends and just like, you know, build up a small base of, you know, fortification that you just, you know, sit there and just kill enemies over and over. That was just so much fun. I wish more games would do that. Like, I wish Titanfall would have done that. You know how cool that would have been with your like Titans and you're shooting like monsters and stuff like that.
That would have been sick.
But now it's all Battle Royale, man. Every game is, oh, we got Battle Royale. We got that. But yeah, remember that? Remember when like Call of Duty did zombie mode? Call of Duty 3 or whatever. They did zombie mode and everybody was like, oh, this is sick.
No. World at War. World at War did it.
Yeah, World at War. And then the best one was the Blackout or Black Ops or whatever.
Black Ops, yeah.
Black Ops. Yeah, that one was the best zombie mode ever, dude.
Loved it.
We would even go back and play that. And then that was like the Battle Royale. Like, that was like, okay, we have to add a zombie mode. We have to add a Horde mode to games. You know, I thought that was so cool. I wish they would add that stuff back in, you know. Like, the new Call of Duty, dude, the new Call of Duty has so many modes. I don't know. Do you have the full game, or do you just play Warzone? Or just have Warzone?
I have the whole Call of Duty game, because I wanted to play the campaign.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my friends in the campaigns. I'm not, for whatever reason, but they have so many modes. So they have a mode that's called, like, Ground War. That's exactly like Battlefield. And so they have a mode like that. They have a slew of other games. They have Survival, which is kind of like a Horde mode, but it's just like, it's really just mindless, dude. Like, they just send a bunch of bots at you with, you know, standard guns and whatever. Sometimes they have Juggernauts, which changes it up. But it's like, what happened to the zombie mode, man? So, like, you can get perks and stuff. You can go buy perks, and, you know, it was fun for the first few times I played it, but it's just like, man, I miss the zombie modes in Call of Duty. But they have so many different modes and stuff like that. They really try to include everything, but nobody plays it. Everybody just plays Warzone. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I miss all the zombie modes. So
Me too. Chill with your friends, see how long you could survive.
dude, that was great. Yeah. Zombies.
Good old days.
Zombie Yeah, the OG zombie mode in Black Ops. That was great. And then they got way too complicated in Black Ops 3 or whatever. Like, okay, we're gonna have all these characters, and then you have to hit all these buttons, and then unlock all these. Like, it was like, whoa, dude. And then you can juggernaut your, or what was it called when you like, pack-a-punch. You like pack-a-punch your weapons.
Oh, well, that came out in the Pack-a-Punch was in Black Ops though.
Oh yeah, that was cool. And you get like a different gun.
You like upgrade and shoot lasers out and stuff like that. That was a blast.
And then your friends were like too greedy to open doors and spend money. It's like, guys, we got the dogs coming. We have to open it.
They're like, no, man.
Yeah, he's like, no, I can't. I'm saving money. We have a friend that's like super penny pincher in real life, and he would not spend a dime. He's like, I got a pack-a-punch though, dude. We need this door open, or we're gonna die. He's like, no, dude, I can't spend the money.
He's like, I need the Pack-a-Punch, dude.
Yeah, he's like, I need a pack-a-punch. I need the juggernauts. Like, dude, we are gonna die. We can't sit here forever. We have a pistol. We can't do anything. And then he gets down and he's like, pick me up. It's like, why? But, yeah. Dude, I want to go back and play that now. That'd be so much fun.
The old school Black Ops, dude. I kind of want to as well. I'm sure Call of Duty hasn't released like an update to where you can play all of them right now, like on a.
On a single disc. Well, they remastered the Modern Warfare, the original one. But that's a different company. That's Treyarch, I think.
Yeah, Treyarch did most of the zombies. So.
Yeah, they always did zombies. And now, and that was cool too. In Blackout, they had zombies. They added that, which is kind of cool. But yeah, they need to remaster that, dude. Just zombies. Just Black Ops zombies. Remaster that. But how's World War Z?
I love it. It's basically like Left 4 Dead. But third person, so it's kind of cool, and some gun upgrades and things like that too, and skill tree system for the characters. Like it's fun to play that.
Really, so you know how I have that Xbox streaming app on my phone?
The what?
The Xbox streaming on my phone.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit of that on my phone. Really hard.
How is it?
It was pretty fun, but there was friendly fire on, so me and my friend kept killing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, I don't know how to get, like, it was just so confusing. It was just a lot, like, there's a lot of zombies and a lot to do, so we're just, like, confused, and it was on a tiny screen. But it seems fun. I don't know, do you have to, like, progress? Like, how do you progress through... I mean, obviously, there's way too many zombies for you to kill them all, right?
Like,
you just sit there killing zombies nonstop.
No, so there's like there's a horde mode in World War Z where you survive until you die basically, and then you have a campaign where you travel through the like different stories.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's an end to it, and then and so like it's basically just that, and then they kind of do spin-offs of the campaign and stuff, but. Yeah, it's got some good stuff to it. I mean, it's an independent developed game. It's fun. It definitely feels like an indie game for sure, which is funny. So,
is it like vehicles and stuff?
No. It's just all walking. Just walking.
Oh, you just walk?
Well, I mean, you run through stuff. I don't know.
Oh, you can run.
Why don't you come watch my streams? You can come watch my streams.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Man, I wish I could play, but it's not. We don't have the same consoles. One day. Well, Apex. Did we go through this? Apex is going to be crossplay.
When?
I don't know. Let me see. They said they're going to come out with a new update. Let me see. I was just looking up Battlefield Remastered, Battlefield 3. I don't know if that's like confirmed yet or not. It doesn't look like it's confirmed. Battlefield 3 Remastered for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Okay, yeah, because they're making it for Switch. Apex Legends is coming to Switch and Steam this fall with crossplay. So in the fall. Yeah, you're going to be able to play on PS4, Xbox, Switch, Steam, Origin. So why Steam? Why are they going to Steam? And I guess, kind of circle back what you said.
Player base.
They need to...
Player base.
I mean, how hard is it to get Origin? I mean, I guess is it like, is it like because people don't know that, I don't know, like, how have you not heard of Battlefield? And if you want to play it, all you have to do. I mean, I get it. I wish everybody would just use one thing, instead of having Origin, Steam, whatever Epic's one is, Battle.net, all that, but unfortunately that's the way it's going. And if you're playing on PC, you have to be a little more intelligent, and be like, okay, I gotta download this for whatever, but that's just my, my take on it. But
oh, for sure.
Yeah, I guess Apex is coming to Switch and Steam this fall with crossplay.
Crossplay, baby.
So we'll see if, I don't know.
That's probably what'll happen.
Yeah. We'll see if that helps Apex at all. I don't know, man. They just keep coming out with characters that are just like meh, mediocre characters, I feel like, for Apex. It's like come out with something bigger than that, That's just my thing.
Well, for sure.
Oh, I mean, why? I mean, you don't play Apex anymore. I mean, you used to a lot.
I used to play a lot. I play every now and then, but I don't know. No one else that I know plays it. So that's the hard part. Is like, I'm just like running around and
so maybe
like, hey, you want to play Apex? And then they punch me in the face and like, no, we're playing Warzone, you punk.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, that's the thing too, man. It's like people have to play like the newest and greatest BR that's out.
That's all they do.
Like it's like a progression. Like, who's like it was all about Apex. Like people would leave Fortnite and Blackout and all that. Like, oh yes, let's go play Apex, and then it's just like I don't know, maybe BRs are just getting stale. Like, like you said, like it just gets boring. It just gets really repetitive.
Oh yeah.
But that's that's what people watch on Twitch apparently.
All the cool people play it.
So yeah, I guess that is the most competitive game that you can play. Battle Royale. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that is. That would be cool if Battlefield 3 Remastered can come out. We can do that.
I hope it comes out awesome. I hope it comes out crossplay. Be sweet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crossplay. A Firestorm mode. I'm just kidding.
New BR in it.
Yeah, it's all BR. Oh man, have you ever heard of a game called oh shoot, dude, I just lost it. I just had it in my mind, but it's like a Hunger Games game. Have you ever? Oh gosh, dang it, what's it called? It's a BR, but it's like Hunger Games. It's like the most, dude. You should try it on Steam. It's like the most legit BR. It's like it came out years ago. My friend was playing it. Dang it, I can't remember. But yeah, it'd be so much fun to see you play this on your stream. But yeah, you start off with like your fists, and then you like wield. You just like knock off some wood off a tree, and you wield like it into a spear. And then there's some guns around, but they're just like pistols, And then what's it called? Dang it, I'll have to let you know. But it is like the funniest BR I've ever seen.
Yeah, let me know.
You just run around with sticks, you're like kill people. They have like a barbarian like BR. You just run around, you like barely have clothes on, you like have to fashion tools and weapons and stuff like that. So all right, so we're like over an hour. I think we're just like rambling the last part there. Or an hour of the podcast. So anything else you wanted to bring up? I know we talked a lot about PS5,
well, just
Xbox.
Going back to PS4, why they won was cheaper, $100. I think that matters. 2 was getting the big games that mattered, like Call of Duty, and then 3, smart marketing. And I think, smart marketing tailoring towards gamers and calling yourself a console. And being more powerful. So I think those 3 are right now in the favor of the Xbox. And we'll see if that comes into play again this year or not. We'll have to take a look. And I'm kind of curious to see who's going to come out on top at the start.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like Xbox is heading the right direction, without a camera or some other nonsense device you have to have in the start. So you're going to grab the Series X first, right?
Yep.
So that is, yeah. And I'm going to stick with the PS4 since it's, the winner of last gen. I don't know, man. Guys, you should let us know. Like, what do you think? Do you think the PS4 won or the Xbox? I think that the Xbox always has a rough start in the beginning, but I feel like they always bounce back real fast. Real quick, because the Xbox One S and One X are really good consoles.
Oh yeah,
and just Xbox Live is just so good. I like the interface, dude. The PS4 interface. Oh my gosh, dude! Like everything makes a massive like binging noise. It's like, wow, dude. I guess Xbox kind of does that too. But then they have background noise, like it's all floating in a digital ocean, like yeah, it's, I don't know, it's a weird thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just maybe since I'm an Xbox kid, it's just so foreign to me. But yeah, PS4, they have the pricing right. You didn't have to buy the camera and all that.
It was just easier to get into. You just sometimes basic matters more.
So yeah, you guys should let us know. What did you guys buy? Let us know in the comments. Did you buy a PS4 or an Xbox One when it first came out? And which one do you think is really the true winner of this? Whoa, God, almost died there. As we go into this new
don't die.
As we go into this new console era, who really won the last gen race, and who is looking to make it big in this new, console race, should let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, PlayStation won, but
that's what Joe's saying over here. Is he right or is he wrong?
Dude, it's PlayStation 1. I bought the Xbox and continued to maintain buying the Xbox. I still got PlayStation 4, but I like the Xbox. Like the Xbox more, but the PlayStation definitely won this quote-unquote console war of this generation.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting as PC. I think PC is gaining more and more players these days since they're so much easier to use and build and whatnot. But nothing, not as easy as consoles, like you said. Like nothing's gonna beat that. Turn it on and play. Everything right there, everything built for gaming. As long as they don't add all these other features on it.
Yeah.
You know, like the stupid cable box. Like, does the Xbox One X have a cable input?
Yeah.
Really? They kept that strong, huh?
Well, I mean, the input is just an HDMI. It literally could be anything else.
Oh, yeah. I remember on the first one they had that coaxial. You could plug in. It's like, dude.
Well, no.
out of all
It's
the
still an
things-
HDMI input. It's HDMI input.
Oh, I thought they had a digital
Oh,
coaxial.
No.
So you could plug in your
All
Comcast
HD.
cable.
No, so the cable box would still go through the cable, but you would plug the HDMI into the Xbox, and then it would go through the Xbox,
Oh, gosh.
and then you put it into TV.
Why can't I watch my TV? Oh, Mom, it's plugged into the Xbox. You gotta say Xbox on. Play this. I wonder how many people are like really pissed off that they can't do that anymore. But can I
Yeah.
plug my Kinect to the Series X? Can I talk to it like
Yeah,
I
I
normally?
need my Kinect so
Why
bad.
can't I-
I need it.
Dude, I had my friend. The only person I've seen use it is my friend. He plugged in his cable box and all that, and he was like browsing channels. And I'm like, do you really what? Are you really using this? All right. Well,
You're like, come on, man. He's like, hey, man, I got it. So might as well.
yeah, and his Xbox was on 24/7. You see him like on Xbox Live,
Jesus.
watching TV, watching cable, watching this. It's like,
Jeez.
all right. All you have to do is just use your cable box. And then you could just plug in the PS4 to your Xbox and run the PS4 through your Xbox One. What if you never
Basically.
play the Xbox One, but you play the PS4 through the Xbox One? Yeah, I never really played the Xbox One, but it's still connected to my Xbox One. I know. What, dude? What? You get all the consoles, you just hook it up to the Xbox One. You're like, yeah, I just like the interface to be able to get into the other consoles. But anyway, this one's running late, so anything else you want to add?
No, not at all,
Real
man.
quick. Alright, so this has been the conclusion of episode 4, 5? I think it's 4. Yeah, episode 4. And yeah, let us know what else you want to hear us talk about. Our personal lives, stuff like that. Joe's a pretty open book, so. You can also catch him on his stream, twitch.tv/Average Joe Show, as he streams all your favorite games.
All your favorite games, like Battlefield 5 and World War Z, the most popular games on Twitch right now.
Yep, and Fortnite and Battlefront 1. Just those.
Dude, if you don't play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, are you even a streamer?
Yeah, what are you, dude? If you haven't, got all the gems in that game, what are you? Get on my
Exactly.
level. I've collected 345 gems in that game. I'm only 3 away. Dude, those last 3 are tough. But yeah, he'll do anything, give him a tip. He'll do anything for you. Give you a little striptease. So go check him out. Also on Twitter, Average Joe Show. And, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because that's what we do. So,
Later, guys.
awkward pause at the end. Alright. Peace out, guys. We just cut it off. We just don't say anything. We just stop. Alright. We'll, catch you on the next train. The next flight.
Oh my god.
I mean, flights aren't really... Actually, they're still going nowadays. You can get pretty cheap flights. So we'll just... The longest outro to a podcast ever. I think we should just fade it out. Just add some jazz or some sax to us just talking. Just fade it out.
Get
The producers
debated.
are going to kill us.
Debated.
Alright. Well, I love you guys. I just gotta hit stop. I just gotta stop. I can't. It's too cringe. But seriously, we gotta stop. So funny. Should I just stop? Should I just stop it?
Yes, yes, just end it.
This is just too much. I don't know. I feel like we should have a better outro. I feel bad for these guys. But okay, that's gonna be the ending of episode 4.
Long episode. That's like an hour and a half.
It's so long, dude, and it's all just ramble. I felt like we were rambling.
Well, I was trying to stay on point.
We'll catch you later, guys. If you're still here, thanks for sticking in to the end. You really deserve a prize. We should send you something. Send me your email, and I'll send you something. Just for sticking around to this, this Easter egg. It's an Easter egg at this point, right, dude?
Is that what it is now?
If we leave it up and people are still here, Joe will give you free access to his OnlyFans. Free access for 3 months, right?
For 3 months.
And this show's for kids, too. What were we doing? What were we thinking, man? Why did we want to do a podcast?
No. Your cigarette just randomly likes to play stuff so loud.
What?
Facebook likes to play videos at the loudest volume.
Oh, that's all they like to do. They like to play ads at the live stream. Dude, that's all YouTube is lately. Is ads. By the way, do you watch any YouTube?
Do I what?
Watch any YouTube?
Watching a YouTube or watch YouTube in general?
Yeah, watch any YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all ads, dude. It's like, by the way, this video was sponsored by blah, 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 2 hours later.
It's been the apocalypse, dude. It's bad, man. Like, people have to make their money now and they gotta figure out how to do it, man.
Go and download this, and then we'll get back to the video of me talking about my cat.
Super annoying.
But yeah. Alright, well, thanks guys for listening. We'll